Greetings everyone, my name is Paulus Teguh Birawa Prakoso and my name are 1925 04 98. Today I would like to present about exploring the digital heart, an introduction to computers and their internal component. In this presentation, I will explain what a computer is, its basic function, and the important internal components that make a computer work. First, let's start with the overview. In this part, we will discuss the basic definition of a computer and understand why computers are very important in the modern age. Computers are used in many areas of life, such as the education, business, communication, entertainment, and many more. A computer is an electronic device that can process, store, and retrieve data. It works by following instructions that are stored in its memory. There are three important characteristics of a computer. First, versatility, which means a computer can perform many different tasks. Second, accuracy, which means it can execute logic with very few errors. Third, speed, because a computer can perform millions of calculations in just 1 second. A computer has four main functions: input, processing, output, and storage. Input means the computer receives data and instruction from the user, for example, through a mouse or keyboard. Processing means the computer changes the data into useful information using logic. Output means the computer display or print the results, for example, through a monitor or printer. Storage means the computer saves data permanently, so we can use it for later, such as in SSD or SSD. Now, we move to the second part, which is about internal components. In this part, we will look inside the computer and learn about the hardware components that support the system. These are components work together like an organ, an organ in a body, so the computer can operate properly. The motherboard is the main circuit board of the computer. It is often called the backbone of the computer because it connects all components together. The CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. This is one of the most important parts of a computer because it interprets and carry out instruction. The CPU is often called the brain of the computer. Its performance is usually measured in gigahertz. This shows how many processing cycles it can complete every second. Next, let's compare memory and storage. RAM is temporary memory. It is very fast and is used as the working area for active application. However, when the power is turned off, the data in RAM will be lost. On the other hand, SSD or SSD are the permanent storage. They are slower than RAM, but they can keep the data even when the computer is turned off. So, RAM is for temporary work, while storage is for long-term data saving. There are, there are also important components for power and visuals. The graphic card or GPU is used to render image, animation, and videos. It is very important for gaming, 3D design, and high-resolution video editing. The power supply, or PSU, converts electricity from the wall outlet into the type of current that the computer can safely use. Because of this, the PCU can be called the silent heartbeat of the system. Computers also need temperature control. Cooling systems, such as fans and heat sinks, help prevent components from overheating. This is important because the CPU and GPU can produce a lot of heat when working. Modern computer cases are designed to direct airflow to hot areas. Good airflow helps maintain hardware performance and makes the computer last longer. There's a quote that says, technology is the best when it brings people together. This means technology should not only about machines, but also about helping people connect, communicate, and solve problems together. That is the end of my presentation. From this presentation, we can understand that a computer is made of many important parts such as motherboard, CPU, RAM, storage, GPU, PSU, and cooling system. All of these components work together to make the computer function properly. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation is useful.